So hello, my name is Sofia, and I grew up in the Yaqui Valley region, which is in the Sonoran Desert, which is this desert that extends all the way to Arizona, New Mexico, but this is in the Mexican part. In Sonora is towards the Yaqui Valley is more towards the west, very close to the sea. It's a beautiful place, but well, the Green Revolution. This is called the birthplace of the Green Revolution. Is where Norman Borlaug started the wheat production of high yield wheat, development of seeds in this place. And I'm not going to go through all the background because Professor Wiskel, he did a great presentation about Green Revolution last lecture. But the thing is, in recent times, we've had the agricultural system has shaken because of droughts, because of lack of subsidies and oil prices fluctuation, and all these things. And this is really worrying because in Mexico we really need agricultural systems to work, because when they stop sustaining the economy of people, usually people immigrate to the United States. So with all the political tensions that we are living now, I thought, okay, if the President of the United States is promoting all these anti-immigration policies, then we should make Mexico a place where there is no need to migrate, right? So this is what inspired me to do the research paper about introducing perennial crops to the monocultures, wheat monocultures that are in the Yaqui Valley. And yeah, every crisis is an opportunity, because now the farmers are encouraged to explore other crops to introduce in their systems. So I made my research on these crops, these 5 crops which are native of dry lands or arid lands, and I evaluate them with these 5 characteristics. So although in the Yaqui Valley we have poured tons of fertilizers and pesticides, and we have this amazing irrigation system, the fact is that it's in the desert, right? So these 2 characteristics are very important in order to be suitable for the land, which is drought resistance and saline tolerance. And then I also explored this nitrogen fixation characteristic, because if we want to be less dependent on fertilizers, we need to look for alternative ways to restore the nutrients in the soil. So if a crop can do that for us, that's amazing. And the nutritional value, of course, is very important when we're looking for food security here. But in order to make this transition feasible, the market value is very, very, very important, because there is only 2 ways. You need to think two things to convince a farmer to change the way they've been doing for decades, which is a crisis and a high profit. Like, if they're going to invest all this money into their land, they need to have like a return of investment. So I did this really basic rating system. 3 is the highest, 0 is the lowest, with all the research. And these were the 3 winners. So Mesquite was the highest rated. And the 3 of these has different mechanisms to adapt to the soil for high salinity and water stress. But what I really want to talk about is the nutritional and the market value. Well, the nitrogen fixation characteristic, only the mesquite has it, but it's a really good crop for introducing nitrogen to the roots, to the soil. So the mesquite, I think, is a underutilized tree, because it has a very high nutritional value. It has a lot of protein in the leaves for cattle, for livestock, but also in the pods. We can process that to make this powder, which is a substitute of wheat flour, and is really healthy. And I actually made some cookies if you want to try it later. It's a special flavor, but you can. But yeah, and actually, if you can see here, they imported from Peru, which is all the way from South America. So I thought, well, probably the Yaqui Valley is closer. You actually have a lot of mesquite in the south of United States, but I don't know why it's not used at the moment. But well, the second crop is Moringa Oleifera, which it has a very, very high nutritional value in the leaves, in the seeds, and in the root. But what it was very interesting to me is that the seed can be processed to make this oil that has a lot of medicinal and cosmetological properties. So if there is a market for natural cosmetics and for more natural medicine, so I thought, okay, there is a potential for export value here. And the least, but not last, is the Jathropha, which it has no nutritional value, but it has a high potential. Well, these little balls, these seeds, they can be processed to make biodiesel. So I thought if we don't want to be reliant on oil because of what we know, oil scarcity and all that, then we need to have our own, like this, our fuel source, because the Yaqui Valley is very extensive. It's hundreds and hundreds of hectares, and we need machinery, we need pumps, we need tractors, we need to transport all these products to the border to the United States so we can have profit in dollars. So, but of course, it's recommended not to substitute the food crops with the oil crops, with the Jathropha crops, just to use it for like self-sufficiency. And all these can be incorporated in this kind of system, which is, this is an example of an agroforestry system. The wheat will be like right here, and this is mesquite trees, and you can make, like imitate a forest, kind of. And well, yeah, this is how I envision the Yaqui Valley transition from the green revolution to a sustainable evolution. Thank you.
There is one institute in the United States that for the last 40 years has been focused on indigenous perennials, the Land Institute. Maybe you've run into some of their work.
The Land Institute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read some. And I know in Arizona, there is some people like working with mesquite.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, who's next up?